Hello everyone. Welcome back to Saturday's gratitude and affirmation practice video, or should I say yesterday's gratitude and affirmation practice video. All right, we're catching up. So, yesterday, number one gratitude, as I said in the last video, I'm so grateful that I got to sleep in. I needed it. It was like raining all throughout the night, and so that also helped with getting some sleep, but I definitely needed that sleep. I just saw something move and I was like, I don't even know what that is. There was some reeds and there's a kid behind the reeds, and so all I saw was like a black, like all I saw was colors like black and red. So I'm like, what bird is that? Not a bird, it's a kid. Number two for yesterday. How did my day go yesterday? That's what I'm saying. I have been nonstop doing things. I didn't even get a chance to go out in nature yesterday. That's how busy I've been. You guys know me. I will go out in nature on the weekends. Yesterday and today did not get to. So I think I did get breakfast from one of my favorite spots. It's a shop that they're very well known for their coffee, and they actually sell ground coffee. So it was nice to go there and then get some, I don't drink coffee, but I got a muffin and I got a sandwich. You guys have seen me eat food in the car from them before. Unfortunately, so there's this sweet guy, his name is Craig, who works there, and I adore him. I think everyone else, if you don't adore Craig, then I don't know what's wrong with you, but oh my gosh, he always has these different hats that he wears, and I'm like, Craig, I was like, I'm loving the hat. Or there was one week where he had this hat with like fuzzy orange on it. And I was like, oh, like, that's so cool. Like, I love the fact that you just wear different things to work. And he goes, yeah, work and I have an understanding. He's like, I think it's the Bengals. It was either the Bengals or the Browns, but I have a feeling he probably supports the Bengals. Or maybe it was the Orioles, one of those teams. He goes, yeah, when they're playing, like, they let me wear the hat. And I was like, nice. They should let you wear it all the time. It's pretty cool. But then he started talking to me one time about how his daughter actually makes patches, or will put patches on things, and so he always has like different little patches on his hats. And so I was like, oh, that's really sweet, like, that's so cool. And so I always look forward to seeing him, and he's just such a kind individual. And so when I was going there, I was messaging my brother and my sister-in-law to see if they wanted anything, and they both were like, no, but say hi to Craig for us. And I was like, guys, he isn't there. And so funny enough, I think they were there an hour before me, and they're like, oh, well, we just saw him. And I was like, dang it, I'm so sad. I genuinely enjoy going to see him. Like, every time I go there now, I'm like, oh, I hope he's working. So did get food, so that's my second gratitude. That was really good. Then third gratitude, hung out with my brother and sister-in-law for a little bit while I was eating. So by a little bit, I was really there for like an hour, just because of the part of town that I was on. It was easy to go over to their place before riding, and I always carry my riding clothes in the car. Pro tip, if you have an impromptu sleepover, if there are items that, I don't know, maybe you usually pack for an extended stay somewhere but usually forget, I will keep all of that in my car. So I always have mouthwash, toothpaste, a toothbrush. I think I have an extra beanie, but that's more so for like snow safety, just in case I ever need something warm, and like a scarf, like they're in there. I have a blanket in the back. So, and then I just started putting my riding clothes back there because why not? That way, like, if I'm out somewhere, if I'm hanging out with friends, I can be like, oh, cool, well, I don't have to go home and I can just change. So that's what I did. 4 for the day. Riding, of course. So I was riding a newer horse. His name's Lucky. He looks very similar taller than the other horse that I ride. But because of my hands, you guys heard me, or with all like the blisters or whatnot. Actually, this is number 4. So grateful for my sister-in-law, Taylor. She gave me Band-Aids. And that was the right move because this horse, okay, so 5 is riding, or you can swap them, whatever. Grateful for both. But this horse, anytime that horses, there's different reasons why they'll do this. So 1 is anxiety, 2 is they're bored, 3 is they want attention, like whatever it is. Maybe they don't like the bit in their mouth, but he'd pull his head forward and like shake it, and the reins would slide a little bit, and it just so happens that the Band-Aids are right, the reins are like right where the blisters popped. And so I'm so grateful because there was one time where like the reins, it was on this hand, and they slightly slid underneath the Band-Aid, and I was like, ah. So I can't imagine if I did that without Band-Aids. So very grateful for that. Number 6. And just on that note, I'm getting so much better at riding. Also, when worlds collide, right? So, quick backstory. I found David, the guy who I take riding lessons from. I found him first. And then I started talking to his wife. Love them both, the sweetest people, and I greatly love our conversations. He then led me to the person I go see for Reiki because he went to see her, and then he also gave me the name of another person who I have yet to contact, but I'm so excited because in July and August, I am doing a Reiki session with them and horses, and the lady who apparently I found out through the person, Judy, who I go see for Reiki, she also knows that lady. I'm telling you, it's a small, small world. And so there's all these cool synchronicities that happen, and oh my gosh, I just cannot wait for that. I've been wanting to do that for forever because the more I work with horses, the more in tune with the energy that I get. And there's something else, but I'm going to wait to tell you guys because it's coming up. So that's going to be 6. 7. Okay, so after riding, I ended up going back over to my dad's house to pack up some of my stuff. That took a while. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see my dad or my stepmom, or they were taking some of the grandkids somewhere, probably to the hobby store, because, it's just a fun activity for them. So I didn't get to see them, but then after that, I went back, and this is how busy I'm telling you my weekend was. It was just from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. After that, I went and dropped off some stuff at my unit, went all the way back, and these are all in different sides of town, right? So it's 30-40 minutes to my unit, go all the way back 30 minutes to I had to do some returns at Target, and then I had to go back the other direction to get dinner for my Andrew, Taylor, and myself, and then went back to their house to eat. And then at that point it was 8:30 at night. You eat, and then it's time for bed. So very grateful that, what are we even on right now? 7. Grateful I had time to do all of that. So one of my suitcases, I got down to 50 pounds, which is a huge accomplishment. The other one is still sitting around 71 pounds. So I have 20 pounds. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I'm going to have to figure something out. But we'll see. So we're getting closer. Progress has been made. But grateful I had time to do all of that and do the returns to Target. I even cut some stuff out because I'm I have no time and I'm so burned out. Number 8. Oh my gosh, guys. My brother is such a saint. He just put in the Chipotle order. I went and picked it up, and that Chipotle tasted so good. And while we were eating, we watched, it was a really good movie. Shoot, what is it? The Hunter or something like that. It's a Marvel movie about this guy who, it's all about like animals and this guy who has like animal like abilities and, you know, essentially like takes down poachers and stuff. It was really good. Taylor put it on and we just didn't really think much of it, but it ended up being really, really good. So that is my number 9. Or I guess 8 could be the Chipotle. 9, very grateful I finally got a chance to hang out with my brother and sister-in-law. And we also watched, is it Love is Blind? No, we watched a different one. Too Hot to Handle, maybe. Finished one of the seasons of that. And then Taylor was showing me all our new crystals. Oh, they're so cool. And then 10 for the day. You know, my body was starting to get really sore. I haven't done monkey bars or anything like that in quite a minute. Yes, I ride, but like it all uses different muscle groups, right? And I used to do pull-ups and stuff every day, and I just haven't done them in a while. And so my whole body was starting to get really sore. So hot shower last night was the way to go. And I slept. I was out. And I had to get up very early the next day to head out. So that is Saturday. Message of yesterday would be, I just got this come to my mind. So I think this flows very nicely from our last topic, quit while you're ahead. The words I heard in my head were cut it while you're ahead. So like cut the cords, cut the path that you're on, cut yourself off. Just make sure that you are attaching to the present moment and not something that is physically going on. It can be easy, whether we feel like we're on the right path or not, to not do check-ins with ourselves. And before you know it, you're 90% to your goal, and then you realize, I don't want to do this anyways. Life is shifting consistently, so make sure day to day you are shifting. So I had a ton of stuff I needed to do yesterday in terms of like getting prepped, going to different appointments, feeding myself. That kind of became its own little chore. And so when you have that much going on, deciding when things can be done at a different time is actually pretty important. And we fill our days up with a bunch of stuff and add it on. I heard someone say one time, now this is more for people who struggle with time or are not time bound, like ADHD, right? And they said, I think someone did a Reddit article or post once saying, hey, this is for people with ADHD. What was the biggest thing that made a difference in your life that you put into practice as a skill set or a tool? And someone said, when I stopped telling myself that there are no 0 time items. What do we mean by that? Putting on your shoes. It's time. Oh, I just need to check my hair in the mirror. Takes time. Oh, I just need to grab my keys. Takes time. And so all of these things add up. So when I have days that are very busy and there's a lot to do, I've started reorganizing my days. Okay, what is the most important thing that needs to get done? And then also putting in the, okay, do I have food is usually a question I ask and figure out where I need to integrate sooner rather than later. Because if I do not keep up with my food, I've gotten into some pretty low energetic states. I think I might have, it might be related to low blood pressure, but so that is something that I do now prioritize. If I have a busy day, food is something like, oh, I'll eat when I'm hungry. No, sometimes eating when you're hungry it's too late. So I'll pick my most important activity and then I'll kind of go from there. And sometimes I'll just readjust as the day is going along, because we like to plan out our days circling back around to, hey, decide what you could do at a different point in time and it's not going to impact your life in any way, shape, or form. Oh, I'm just going to go grab mail. Oh, and it's by the place where I get my medicine, so I'll pick up my medicine too. And, that's actually now close to the grocery store and I need a few things. So I'm going to go in and get those 3 items that I need. Oh, and while I'm up on this side of town, hey, the Target's right there too. Let's go and get myself something that I just remembered is running low. Next thing you know, your entire day is gone. So I did that as well. I'm like, well, what are the things that I can technically do another time? Because we think we're saving time, but maybe we're not. We're keeping ourselves in the same place, or potentially not as good as well. It's like we're holding ourselves back from actually even moving progress on the things that we do want to get done in the lifestyle that we do want to live. So I cut a few things off that I could do at a different time, and it's not really going to impact my day. So that's the message of this day. Affirmation time. Number 1, as always, I am divinely guided and supported. I can ask for help whenever I need it, and I humbly, with gratitude, ask for help today. Number 2, I feel compelled to say this one, so I'm going to say it. When the sun shines, it shines twice as bright, 10 times as bright. I accept any bright and beautiful gifts that are coming into my life with open arms. Number 3, I love myself deeply, fully, and completely. Number 4, I allow myself to be complete and healthy. Number 5, sleep is my divine practice. Deep, refreshing, peaceful, healing, soul-refreshing sleep is available to me each and every night. I claim its night and every night. Number 6, I'm a person that everything works out for easily, effortlessly, quickly, in my highest favor, and for the good of all, without me having to think about it or do all of this crazy planning. Number 7, I allow myself to just be in the present moment, unattached to anything or any outcome. Number 8, I choose again, I choose better for myself. Number 9, I allow myself to exist in this sanctuary of bliss, peace, and protection where I'm powerfully loved and where I powerfully reside. 10 for the day. Tomorrow's a brand new day. A fresh start. I even said that to myself yesterday, so it's still applicable. That's all for yesterday's video. We got one more coming up. Thank you for being patient. I hope these videos were a little bit more helpful. I am taking more time to be thoughtful about giving you guys better messages, and instead of just trying to talk about something at the end of the day or in just the few spare moments that I have. So hopefully they're better. But what are you grateful for? What are you affirming? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys for the next video. Bye, everyone.